the good Lord called me to do three things. First, expose evil, then give hope, and then call people back to the Word of God.
In my mind there's a map of the world, there's a map of the world. Can see it's a beautiful world, yet a terrible world. And everything around it is bullshit, left and right. People who surround it feel the detriment of it. Keep your calm, 'cause one day you know the truth will save us all. Suddenly I see, this is where I need to be. Suddenly I see, why in hell this means so much to me. This is where I need to be. Suddenly I see, why in hell this means so much to me.
It's very easy to expose evil and then walk away without giving people hope. But if you're doing like I'm trying to do, to expose evil to the very depths of evil, is very hard to give people hope.
Golden handcuffs for all the stars, parading a human zoo for all our eyes. Notice it's always rehab when they're stepping out of line. Ultra glitches, reprogramming the mind. Truth becomes recessed in their subconsciousness. It's time to free your mind. Suddenly you see, this is where you need to be. Suddenly you see, why in hell this means so much to you. This is where you need to be. Suddenly you see, why in hell this means so much to you. It's a beautiful world, yet a terrible world, don't know what to do. It's a beautiful world, yet a terrible world, don't know what to do. It's a beautiful world, yet a terrible world, don't know what to do. It's a beautiful world, yet a terrible world, don't know what to do. Suddenly we see, this is where we need to be. Suddenly we see, why in hell this means so much to us. This is where we need to be. Suddenly we see, why in hell this means so much to us. This is where we need to be. Suddenly we see, why in hell this means so much to us. This is where we need to be. Suddenly we see, why in hell this means so much to us.
But there's another thing that sin brought. We're talking about trauma. As I started to work with these people under Illuminati mind control, this mind control is often called trauma-based mind control. I realized that what was being done on a very intense scale was actually being done on a looser scale to all of us. We're traumatized, and we're traumatized for a reason, to program us a lie. It's very important we catch on to this. First, a trauma is applied. Second, a lie is offered, which when accepted alleviates or improves the pain of the trauma. And third, systems of lies are built to trap us within the confines of the lies we believe in.